Hello and welcome to Education Talk. I'm Oliver Schinkten, and we are honored tonight to bring you to the educational headquarters in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where the Justifier of Education's Ronald Big Ron Crowley is here to join us. Hello, Ronald.
Hello, and thank you for having me on your show.
Ron, you are the Justifier of Educations, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And can you tell us what that means?
Well, my main job is to justify all of the educations that are going on in the United States and actually in the whole world. I need to make sure that we have a lot of standards and a lot of ways that we can assess those standards. And most of all, we need to get students the skills that they need to succeed in this world.
Ron, this is actually one of the main points that I wanted to bring up with you. When you say get them the skills necessary to succeed, what do you mean by that? I want to show you a recent survey released by the World Economic Forum. Can you see the survey up on your screen right now? Okay, so in this, the World Economic Forum found the top 10 skills for people that they need to have to be successful in the year 2020. Do you think that you're getting kids ready for these skills?
Yeah, I think, for instance, that when we teach kids about maybe something like mitosis and the chloroplasts and stuff, a lot of times they have to go and explain it to a student that's sitting by them. So that's kind of a way that we're teaching them coordinating with others. I think that they get pretty good at that. And we do a lot of standardized testing and multiple choice testing, which I think is a great way to not only measure a student's creativity, but to test a person on their complex problem solving skills. There's a lot of stuff to memorize, and trying to solve how to do that is definitely complex. And now things like the Pythagorean theorem, that really seems to get students engaged in critical thinking and stuff that they can really get passionate about and makes good sense to their lives and relevance.
Ron, now, I know that you're a super famous rapper, and I've heard some of your material before. Do you believe all this stuff that you were just telling us?
No, sir, I do not.
Tell us about you. How did you become a famous rapper? Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, well, this probably sounds a little crazy, but 3 years ago, I didn't exist. All right? I'm not talking figuratively. Literally, I didn't exist. See, there was a teacher who created me as a substitute teacher and named him Ronald Crowley, and he was a super famous rapper. And he had this big hair and these cool glasses and stuff like that. And he was a substitute teacher, Mr. Crowley. And the problem is that he was actually cooler than the real teacher. So the kids didn't really like the real teacher that much anymore. So that's when I decided that it would probably be best for me to just leave. And I ended up leaving to go spread my message.
What message is that, Big Ron?
Well, the message is that right now students really need us. Our future is going to be much different than our past was. And our students need them to help to develop these skills that we just saw you put up there, or we're going to leave them unprepared. Now, we need to climb outside of the box we're sitting in. In fact, I think we need to jump outside the box. And we can't be afraid of what might be on the other side of that box because the students need us that badly right now. We need to inspire students to learn. Learning is not done to you. It's something you choose to do.
Wow. That is good. Is that you're saying? Is that yours?
No, actually it was Seth Godin who said that, but that is not the point. The point is we need to step up to this challenge. We need to model a growth mindset and the ability to try new things and fail and adjust and then try again. I like to say this: do something. If it works, do more of it. If it doesn't work, do something else.
Another great saying. And that one was yours, I'm assuming?
No, that was actually FDR who said that, but that is not important. What is important is that we stretch ourselves and we innovate. We find a way to transform our classrooms and start to teach some of these 21st century skills. Will it be scary? Heck yes. Being aware of your fear is smart. Overcoming it is the mark of a successful person.
Nice.
No, Seth Golden again.
Ron, what you seem to be saying is that we need to take risks. We need to try out some new things and be creative, and that even if it doesn't work or if we're wrong, that it's okay, we still need to do it.
Absolutely. If you're not prepared to be wrong, you'll never come up with anything original.
Yes. I need to write that one down.
Well, if you do, write down Sir Ken Robinson, because he was actually the one who said that. But listen, I think it's quite simple to summarize. If you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Now, we need to stop telling students the facts to learn for the month, aka giving them fish. We need to teach them how to learn, how to apply that knowledge, how to create and innovate, aka teach them how to fish. Well, Oliver, we are in a drastic time of change. And in a drastic time of change, it is learners who inherit the future. The learned usually find themselves equipped to live in a world that no longer exists. Eric Hoffer said that.
Did he just have a microphone and he dropped it?
Big Ron said 73, I put the OG in pedagogy. Big Ron said 73, I put the OG in pedagogy.
You probably like Big Ron.
Dang, I'm so sick of 'em.
Well, Big Ron is sick of this outdated curriculum. I shout so loud out to the universe that the century has changed. It's now the 21st. And the standards are ridiculous. Below par like a round from Jack Nicholas. Get the kids future ready sounds so logical. You don't have to be all pedagogical. Got kids memorizing stuff they could be Googling. Lecturing while all the kids are doodling. Dang, let the kids out the cage. Try to find a lesson that gets the kids engaged. You stand there like the sage on the stage with the same textbook. It's time to turn the page.
Big Ron said 73, I put the OG in pedagogy. Big Ron said 73, I put the OG in pedagogy.
And grades? Let's take them all and burn them. They got the kids earning instead of kids learning. You can't hand a student a B or a C back when all that they need is some real life feedback. Filling in bubbles on standardized tests makes every love for learning go in cardiac arrest. Instead of being worried about may I go to the bathroom, take a little time to get a student-centered classroom. College and career ready's all that you talk about. But what careers is it that you're talking about? I really don't understand that.
Big Ron said 73, I put the OG in pedagogy. Big Ron said 73, I put the OG in pedagogy.